Somké.
Just 28 years old, made his debut back in January of 2022. He is a
Who you say you are? Bid me to step out of this boat.
You have the faith to walk on this water?
Absolutely. You can do whatever you command. And if you command the water to hold me, I will walk on it.
I will be champion one day, I promise. I promise.
Welcome back to MMA Underground. I'm Jay, and I'm here with the one and only
Somké. And man, we got a phenomenal guest in the building. One of the baddest men to step into the cage in the West Coast. We have the one, the only, the Showman in the building.
How you guys doing? I appreciate you guys having.
Yeah, man, we're glad to have you back on, man. In my opinion, bro, you arguably had fight of the day at the last event. It's been a little bit of a minute since we last saw you at StreetBeefs West Coast, but man, when I seen you and you said you were fighting, I said, oh shit, I got to make sure I catch this. You know what I mean? And you did not disappoint. Let's get straight into it, man. Who did you fight, and what did you think of that fight?
I fought Johnny Boy, and I appreciate Johnny Boy for stepping up, because I think about that time he was weighing about 150 and I weighed about 160, so I had about 10 pounds on him, and I appreciate him taking the fight and stepping up. So he's a tank, man. Dude's built like he's just a fucking powerhouse. So, and he had a gas tank. I hadn't been training as much, and it really showed in this fight, but had to conserve myself a little bit and slow down the pace. And shout out to Johnny Boy, because he pushed it and he kept me on my toes, and I really appreciate that, because I didn't think it was going to be that good of a fight, and he really like made me have to step up and step out of my comfort zone, because I also was trying to try different things with him, and I was trying to fight southpaw that entire time, and I was doing southpaw and switch stance. So he really made me like test myself, and I appreciate that challenge. And like, I want to see him fight again too. Like he made me a fan fighting him. Like, you get me? Like yeah. Shout out to Johnny Boy.
Yeah, I definitely got to get him on the show, man, because I've seen him fight before, and great performances. But he hadn't fought, I believe, a fighter on your caliber. So, just to see him go toe to toe with you, hold his own for a good while, it was, like I said, arguably fight of the day. you know, you guys had a real war back there. You know, there was a point where I did see you had to dig deep. You had to kind of figure out, you know, like, how do I attack this now? You know, and you know, not every fighter can you know, rise to that occasion. What do you feel? What do you feel was the game changer in that fight for you?
The difference for me is just my ability to slow down the pace and control it. Honestly, like as much as Johnny Boy wanted to push the pace, I was able to create space and make him fight my fight. So he definitely made me think, and I had to overcome his boxing because I'll give him that. He had really fast hands for being as built as he is. Most guys who are that built usually aren't that fast. They're more just strength, but he had some quick hands. So I really had to rely more on my distance with my kicks and use kickboxing to my advantage in that way with my side kicks and other things. And then obviously my wrestling. But I try not to rely on my wrestling when I come to street beefs because like here I want to try to prove that I'm not just a wrestler as well. Like I got hands, I can do other things. You get me? Because I was noticing that like my first couple of fights here that everybody was just saying that I was just wrestling everybody down into the ground and they didn't like that. So I was like, okay, this fight I really wanted to approach it and be like I want to make more of a statement. Like I can throw hands too. I can do it. Like and yeah, pretty much that was my main goal this one. Like I wanted to show more of what I have. So.
Yeah, I believe you did, bro. Like I said, it's been a while since we last seen you in the cage at the West Coast, but you've been active outside of Street Beefs.
Yes.
I heard you mention before you had four belts that you won outside of Street Beefs, on top of your prior performances with Street Beefs. So, no doubt in my mind that that you were going to show up and show out. What do you feel? What do you feel like when people box you into the category of just being a wrestler? How does a fighter push through that type of criticism? You know, we've seen other guys get boxed into, you know, oh, they're just a striker, or they're just a grappler or a jiu-jitsu guy. So, like, how do you change that perception?
I mean, you have to do it, but you also have to approach it without being, I feel like, without throwing caution to the wind, because I feel like some guys try to prove something too much, and then they lose in a fight that they're already fighting in a uphill battle. In that sense, you give me like if you're going to try to prove you're a boxer when you're a wrestler, like after a while, you have to like decide for yourself too, is that best? But at the same time, like, I do agree with it. You don't want to be one-dimensional, so you have to take that criticism and you have to take it to heart at the same time because people are right because they are on the outside seeing in. So you can't take the criticism to heart and just kind of, like you said, take it with a grain of salt and then just apply it. And then by showing it and just whatever the criticism is, like try to slow down the fight, I think is best. And like don't go in for the kill with what you already know right away. Like obviously if you're a grappler and you're heavy jiu-jitsu, don't go in right away and just try to shoot and get that immediate submission. What's up?
There he is.
What's up, Showman? How you doing, brother? What's up, Somké?
What up, brother? We got the one and only
hanging out,
disturbing the peace in the building.
Hell yeah. How we doing? How's everybody going, man? How's this big dog tournament turning out, brother?
It's crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. There's been some wild fights. I think the wildest one was the God's Chosen Island Strong fight. We had God's Chosen on last week. Go check that episode. Great fighter, you know. But in my opinion, man, I think the Showman had fight of the day last event with this fight with Johnny Boy. Just an all-out war MMA match, but we got to see, like we were just talking about, actually, people kind of boxed, you know, Showman into this wrestler-only category, and he got to display multiple facets of the game. So Yeah, man.
Good shit, bro. Good shit. We got clips to see, or is this not released yet?
Not yet.
Not released yet.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Show me. Well, why are they putting you in that box, bro? Did you come up in like a jiu-jitsu sort of training environment, or were you just
Well,
never got a chance to showcase?
Sorry to interrupt, but I did start off as a high school wrestler, so that's my base. And then usually that is my go-to in most fights, to be honest with you, because that, like I said, that is my base. That's what I know, and I know I'm good at it. And then my first fight I had with Sketchy, I did immediately just go in right for the takedown. I got it, and then just ground pounded it out and got a TKO finish. And then my second fight with Memo Silva, I didn't strike as much. There was a little striking, a little boxing, but every time I just kind of used those more counters to set up 4 takedowns, and then I did more ground and pound, try to set up submissions, other things like that. And then I just started to notice online people started box being like, okay, he's just a wrestler. He doesn't really got hands. Like, nobody wants to see like all the crotch sniffing, because I get that's a thing right now in the UFC and the MMA world. People don't like the wrestling, and I don't want to be boxed in that category. So like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like some of the Dagestani wrestlers and just only do that and just crotch sniff and just put people against the cage and not really put on a show, because like my head too, I didn't get the name, the Showman, outside of here for just being a wrestler and just doing that. You get me? So like I had this one that was like that was part of my goal this time. I wanted to show off like I got hands too. Like my first fight, all I did is throw hands, and I went out there wild, and that's why I got the nickname the Showman. So like I haven't shown that here in Street Beefs, and I wanted to show more of it.
The cool thing about fighting is that the thing that's universal across like all styles is just setting up those traps, right? And especially in MMA, you have so many options to set up those traps. So if you make people scared of your fucking wrestling, you can get them to defend a takedown. Boom, they drop their head. You're right there for an uppercut. You're right there for a little jumping knee. So it works to your benefit too, to be a striker and to be feared as a wrestler. Like, all right, you don't even know what I got on the fucking back burner. That's why they say like not to throw everything in that first round. You might not throw a spinning back kick for 4 rounds. All of a sudden you do it, boom, it's gonna land right on that liver. You know what I mean? So boom, let them think what they think, bro, because you don't want to win how you win, do whatever is comfortable for you, but fucking bring out the tricks when you need to bring out the tricks.
No, I get you.
I would argue for anyone who says this man is just a wrestler, he's exceptional at wrestling, but we have a Shark Tank where this man just threw hands with fighter after fighter after fighter, just straight hands. You know what I'm saying? So you can easily go see and peep the technique and peep the hands that he has in the Shark Tank video.
I love it, bro. See, I'll go ahead, brother.
Okay, I was saying I also did a fight with Blanco as well. My first time out there, and I did a boxing match too. So that one, man, I was a little sloppy. Like boxing's not my forte in the beginning, but I feel like I've improved a lot. And like I didn't get to show as much off my boxing this time because I'll be honest, my gas tank wasn't there. I kind of like only got off the couch like 2 weeks ago. Just being real, like I had a kind of like a break in the training for a couple months, after the holidays with work and everything too. So I kind of got motivated to come back, and then just little bit of like side beefs, like shit talk online kind of motivated me. Like, I want to get back in here. I want to do it again. Let's do this.
As it's designed to, bro. That little shit talk is designed to put its hooks in you. I can't let Shinigami talk shit on my name. I'm gonna fucking kill that nerd.
No, it wasn't Shinigami. Like me and Shinigami are cool. It was what's his name? The Blasian.
Oh, okay. So you're eyeing a fight with Blasian whenever he comes back, huh?
Yeah, whenever he comes back, if he does, man, like he just has a big mouth, talks a lot, and I feel like he talks a lot to everybody. He just kind of like open with it, and it's like, I get it. It's one thing, we're dudes, we all talk shit, but it's like at some point you got to back it up, dude. Like you can't just talk shit, only ever be known for getting knocked out, bro. Like,
bro, be careful, bro. Be careful, because Blasian is undefeated in MMA.
Stop it.
Hey, it's facts though. It's not wrong.
He's undefeated, bro.
I'll have to challenge him.
I've been telling Blasian that line fucking for like a few weeks now. He's like, "Yup, undefeated, baby." So, Hey man, fuck it. You know, sometimes that's just like the mentality where people come from. Like fucking, I only see red or whatever the fuck. But I know he's doing it as a joke, but it's
Yeah, I
probably
know
just
it's
leaning into his character. Like that might be him
the character.
at 110%. You know what I mean? So that's just him, but still feels like it's turned up to 11, which is good, bro. Fucking StreetBeefs West Coast needs those type of people to fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to see this guy get knocked out. You know, I'm gonna bring
Get the beef
viewers
online.
back.
That's the thing.
That's
That's what
the
I've been
thing.
telling
You
him too in
gotta
the
show up.
comments. Like I told him, like you can talk
Yeah.
shit, bro. Like where I'm from, bro. You talk shit, someone's gonna pull up to your house, dude. Like I'm from the 209, dude. Like Nate Diaz is the way he is for a reason, bro. Like we're like that here. Do you talk shit, you're gonna get smacked, bro. Like
Yeah.
straight up.
Bro, I think Blasian's the only guy on the West Coast. So every video you see of him, he's in the fucking snow. Like, where do you live on the West Coast where it's fucking snowing all the time?
I've been waiting for some cool weather, so I'm trying to figure that out too.
Where are you at, dog? Fucking Narnia?
He's hiding, bro. He's hiding.
He is hiding from you, bro. He's on the total opposite end of the 209, wherever
Dude,
the fuck he is.
Respond to me no more.
No.
That's not a fight. That's not a fight, you know? If we're being honest. We know how that goes, but you know, really what it is like, bro, you can have a gimmick, but you have to show up and still be a fighter.
And that's my
I think
Blasian
would probably need.
Can't just run this gimmick the whole time. And then personally for me too, I see him calling out death sentence. And it's like, bro, stop trying to steal his clout, bro. His clout's genuine. That's who he is, and you're trying to just call him out, dude. Like, get it, bro. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I think Blasian will need one more fight in between, like him and you, right? So I'm thinking someone more his level, probably Shinigami, bro. Him versus Shinigami, 5-round fight. See how that goes. Showman gets the winner.
I'm down. I'm down. Either way, if it's a chance to fight the Blasian, I'm down.
Hey, so DTP, we were talking earlier about Showman actually going for the title, because I can't think of no one who has the 145 MMA belt. Like who do we have who would actually give Showman a nice, you know, a real good competitive fight? You got a lot of
in MMA only.
Yeah, 140s, 150s.
No, 55s, yeah.
See, I can't really think of anybody other than like Darkness, because Darkness is so like wild. It's hard for anybody to kind of contain his wild sort of attack pattern. So he's kind of a challenge for anybody. He's like a wild card fight for anybody.
Yeah,
someone said Gash. Does Gash do MMA?
Oh no, Gash is always the answer with Ryan. No matter what the question, no matter what's going on, Gash is the answer for Ryan.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's okay with me.
I got some pictures to send fucking Ryan.
Oh shit, man. Man, I wanted to actually get your take on that Mimo Silva fight, because like we were talking earlier about, you know, the wrestling and the grappling aspect. Mimo is one of those guys, you know, if he's throwing hands, he's slugging, but typically, man, he's taking it to the ground and he's, you know, out wrestling his opponents. How was that fight for you?
Good. I felt like I controlled that fight the whole time. Like anytime he tried to throw hands at me, I was able to slow it down and catch it, counter really when I wanted to. And then really it was easy with the tie-ups. Like no discredit to Memo, because he's a beast himself, but like that's my wrestling. Like I just feel like I have that ability. Like if I want to stop you, I'm going to stop you with it. And then like I was able to roll him right to his back and then do what I wanted to from there. And then towards the end of the first or second round, I almost submitted him with the rear naked, but he was able to hold off until the end of the round. And then I was able to finish at the second round with the TKO, and just able to kind of slip and dodge, block, and able to get a takedown and just work it until the ref stopped it. So I felt like I was able to do really what I wanted to that fight and showcase my abilities. Like I said, unfortunately, people started to just put me in a wrestling box, so I felt like I had to do something different. But
my point being, you had to out wrestle a guy who typically wrestles. You know, that's how he gets his how he dominates his opponents typically, and you were able to maneuver. Gorilla versus the Showman. I'm not sure who Gorilla is, bro. Like, we got to be somebody like a contender. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the new guys, we got a lot of new guys, but like,
How much
who's
money would you need to let Disturbing the Peace slap you? I don't do that, bro. I don't take free CTE, dude. I like to punch people back.
Yeah,
That's not me, dude.
I love Cuz.
I know.
Yeah,
I've never been knocked down or knocked out, but I'm like a unique case. I think I was in the same like Cuban Missile program that fucking that Yo Romero was in. You know what I mean? Because like they said I had a fracture in my face when I left Saudi Arabia, and when I got home, it was only like 4 or 5 days later. They did another scan, and I had no crack in my fucking orbital bone. So like, it might just be me. It might just be a genetic thing, but shit's never affected me. Like, is as easy as boxing was for me. Power slap is like 30 times easier because it's 3 fucking hits. You know, when I was going out there in boxing, I would put my hands down and let people hit me, regardless. Like, hit me, motherfucker, and it'd get me in that fucking mode. Bop, bop, bop. All right, you're a bitch. Bop, bop, bop. You know, so I kind of have that same mentality in power slap. When someone hits me first, everyone's always scared of that coin toss. They hit me first, I'm like, good. I'm gonna be fucking pissed, and I'm gonna fucking hit them even harder. So I don't know. Free CTE maybe for some people. For me, you can't take away what's not there. You know what I mean? I'm fucking DTP. You can't change that shit with a fucking slap.
In a weird way, this was all meant for you, bro. Like, it was built for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I support you wholeheartedly.
No, I feel you because we got dudes like, what's his name? The crazy Hawaiian. I feel like there's that dude. I give him that. That dude's built for that shit. Like,
bro.
There's dudes like that. So shout out to you, bro. Like,
yeah, some people it's like fucking bone density and like especially Samoans, their bone density is crazy.
Yeah. What's what's in the works for you and Power Slap as of late, man? What we got going on?
Shit, well, I've been ranked #1 for like 2 years now. My title shot went good. You know, I lost by like 1 point and a little 1 point discrepancy. But if you watch that fight back, I won like all 4 rounds. So like coming into Power Slap, if I could beat the champion for 4 rounds, I could pretty much beat anybody for 4 rounds. So, or for 5 rounds. So I could really give a shit. Whatever they give me, if it's a fucking grizzly bear or Godzilla or fucking Nate Bernard or whoever, just fucking run it. You know what I mean? At this point, I could give a shit if I had a title shot or not. As long as I'm just running fights, I'm good to go. And they know that, but they've still been giving me like 2 fights a year, which is like just not satisfactory for me. I would run fucking 10 fights a year if I had the choice.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. I just stay open, stay ready. I told you I got fucking sick recently, but I just treated it like a weight cut. Just didn't eat for a couple of days, a little water fast. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting at like 260 right now. I feel pretty good. Feel pretty fucking good. Feel pretty dangerous.
You know, it's crazy to me that they wouldn't line you up with more fights because, I mean, like the Showman, you put on a show. You know, the crowd loves you. You know what I mean? You're tough. You're in the fight. You know, you bring it every time. So it's like, why wouldn't you, unless they're trying to like save you for the big shows.
I think it's partially saving me, right? But it's also partially like them building new people, trying to add and build the rosters deeper. Okay. Because if you like have no parity with me, like if I run already the top 5 or the top 10, I've already ran all those fights. There's no parity left. Like they're all going to be rematches. And for some reason, if you look at Power Slap, they don't like to see heavyweight rematches. They'll do middleweight rematches all the live long day, lightweight rematches, but heavyweights just don't really rematch because I guess it's more definitive, right?
Yeah,
or it should be. But I'm smart. Like people don't really realize from watching me up there, but I'm trying to be smart. I'm trying to be a tactician. Like there's certain guys that you feel their face are more greasy than others, so you got to be more accurate than not. You know, some guys have a fucking smaller chin, so you got to adjust your hand angle. There's a bunch of like little shit that goes into it that you got to figure out in like the 30 seconds that you get to line up, and then you got to go and you got to be perfect. Otherwise, foul, point reduction. you know, all these things that are going to immediately affect your fight and immediately give you a 10-8 round or a 10-9 round. So you think about all those things at once, it's a lot of shit that goes into a small moment. That's why people think it's so like untechnical. It's a very small moment, but it's 3 perfect small moments, you know?
There's a lot of calculating that we don't realize that you got to do.
Shit, you don't even realize it until you're up there and you're like, fuck, how my feet looking? How my fucking elbow? How's my knee? Like, you know, all these fucking different things. And I didn't even know how to throw a slap until my first power slap match. I did like 30 minutes up there, 30 minutes beforehand. I'm with Ryan Phillips and Jules Scott. I'm like, all right, so how the fuck do I do this again?
King Ryan.
Yeah, fucking King Ryan, bro. Shout out Team Ryan. Yeah, man. But power slap is tight, bro. I like it because you're figuring out new shit as you're going. You're fucking blazing the trail. I've had so many rules made up because of me doing shit. Like you can't hit nobody with a noodle no more. You can't fucking foul more than 3 times anymore.
You used to hit people with the noodle.
You can't. They don't have a press conferences anymore because I fucking bullied Dwayne for like 15 minutes straight. They we changed a lot of rules because of me, bro. And I think it's fun to do that shit. You know, blaze that trail.
So real quick, I got a question because I couldn't imagine what my situation would be. How do you maintain your focus and how do you maintain like the game plan after that first slap? After you receive that first slap, like how do you still remain locked in on, you know, like we were just saying, like there's a lot to calculate. I could just, you know, wing it. You know what I mean? And get fouled every single time. Like, how do you lock in and make sure you're not fouling? You're not.
A lot of it is this adrenaline and like anger. How dare you slap me in the face in this game where we're supposed to slap each other in the face? Fuck you! Like, there's a lot of like just mental kind of gymnastics around. Like, fuck this guy. He's taking money out of my fucking wallet. This guy doesn't give a fuck about me. If it was up to him, he would be me on the fucking floor dead. So fuck it. That's gonna be him. Like it's a very like I feel almost incredulous that you would fucking even think to challenge me, right? So like I don't think about the slap. The slap is like secondary. I'm more so thinking about what am I doing after the slap? What am I doing? You know what I mean? So like regardless of how slap is gonna be however hard it's gonna be, I'm not really worried about it. He's gonna hit me, and then what am I doing? You know, I'm walking, I'm talking, I'm chilling, fucking dancing, making jokes, whatever the fucking case may be, whatever I want to do. But I just don't think about the actual slap. People get so caught up on the slap, like, oh my God, he's going to hit me. When is going to hit me? And they start fucking flinching and they start getting scared and they start raising that shoulder. And that's all optics. It's all bad look on you to be flinching and all that shit. The judges are going to score you more harshly. If you're not moving, you get hit. How could they score anything against you? You don't even react to it. So that's like my shit. Just don't even react to the slap. It's all about what are you doing after that moment. Kind of same with boxing. If you're gonna hit me in the nose, I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck, wait, hold on. You know what I mean? You get hit in the nose, you sneeze through that shit. You know, you keep fucking going. So I kind of keep that same mentality. You grind that shit out.
Hell yeah. It's crazy, man. You know,
I mean,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, as if I can compare it to like wrestling, like if you wrestle somebody with really good fucking like takedown defense, and you're trying to fucking get them down, and you're trying to fucking get them down, you're trying to fucking get them down. It's all this like effort. You gotta like blast through, trick this guy, fucking use more effort than you thought, right? So you gotta get into a different sort of mental state. Like, all right, motherfucker, you know, level change on this motherfucker. So you gotta adapt. Wrestling is adaptation. Fighting is adaptation. Power slap, I think, is the same thing. If you look at all the different slaps that have been executed on me, like almost all of them look different. So you got to kind of adjust to these things.
Takes a strong mental focus, man, to do that, you know. I was going to say it's a beautiful thing to see, like, what fighters do outside of Street Beefs, you know, how they continue their own paths and fight careers and martial arts journey. Showman, you mentioned earlier 4 belts that you've won. Talk to us a little bit about those organizations that you went to, those fights that you had, and you know, just the overall feeling of winning those belts.
Okay. Let's see. The first one I won in Stockton actually. So I won the 209 like Modesto, Stockton 209 amateur area belt for 145. That was my first belt that I won. And that one obviously felt amazing first time, right? It's a little like your first little goal, right? Like going up the hill, like that was the first goal. Like, all right, I got one belt. Like now it's only up from here. You got to keep going. And then my second one was for, let's see, 209.
How was that fight though? How was that? You know, how was that journey getting that belt?
Getting that belt honestly was a big journey for me because that was a rematch for me. For my first belt, so I actually lost to that guy the first time. And he was actually my first loss ever, like in my fighting career. So that was my first time I ever lost a fight, was against him. So my rematch for my belt was against him, and that was
Perfect.
More personal to me than the belt, honestly. Like because I really felt that first fight I got caught in a very wrestling mentality and like got caught of like. In a bad habit of where I heard the bell and I was caught in a choke and I was like, I think I can outlast the choke with the bell. And I just kind of held it there, kind of did the Marab method, right? Like kind of just try to outlast it. And I did. And as soon as he let go, I like flash knocked out and I woke up and then they already called it. So like, shit. But it was because it's amateurs. I understood, right? It's amateurs. So it's not pros. They're not going to let you continue. And like, right. Because we know the pros, they let you get flash knockout, wake back up. If you're good, you're good. But I understood it's the amateur organization. So it's for the protection of the fighter. So like for me going into that second one, it was more like, I got to prove to you, like, dude, you didn't beat me. Like I beat myself that first time. That was me making dumb mistakes, being still immature in the fight game. So honestly, beating him was way more important than the belt. But like obviously winning the belt was amazing too. So like, you know, that journey up to that was like I said, more important than the belt was the journey for me for that first one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's incredible, bro, to go out and beat somebody that you've lost to before, because that mental hurdle alone already, like getting the matchup, I can't imagine like the feeling. Like I would get a feeling in my gut, like, oh, this motherfucker again. Like you know,
like,
so like
it was like, oh, like, okay, yeah. Like, no, I gotta prove to you, bro. Like you didn't beat me. And for me it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, for that fight, I was able to control the pace the whole time. He was the same thing. Like he was more of a wrestler too. That was more of his game. Like, like I said, I got caught in a choke that first time. I just kind of got in a bad position and thought I could outlast it. But the second time around, like I knew his game was just to try to take me down. So every time I just had really good takedown defense, stuffed it, or either caught him and then pushed him up against the cage and just did real good cage control. Then towards the end of the round, just take him down, do some good ground and pound, and really just kind of controlled the fight, slow it down the whole time, and just show like, no, like he's fighting my game the whole time. And then towards the end, actually, like I kind of solidified it, and like kind of like in the highlight video, I picked him up real high over the end and just slammed it right in the middle of the cage. Like I just picked him up the middle just to show him, like, no, bro, like you didn't beat me the first time, like I'm showing you, dude, like I got you.
You hit him with a fucking Undertaker choke slam. This is for fucking that first choke.
He popped up right away. Oh yeah, no, he hated it. Like it was straight disrespectful. I picked him up, he popped right back up. He was angry, tried to get me, but I was like, nope, pop, and the bell rang. Like that was it, dude. So yeah, that first one, like I said, that journey beating him was more important than the belt.
Yeah.
Badass, dude.
And then my second belt, I believe, was for the 5150 organization. Yeah, so that one's 5150. That one's out of Livingston, like Los Banos, like southern 209 area, getting more towards like Merced County, Fresno. Okay. And then for that belt, I fought a fighter out of Mexico, actually. So he was like 4-0 or 4 or 5-0 or something like that. So it was a really, really good fight too. But that was actually my first TKO victory. And actually that fight, I actually ended it with the leg kick to his knee. So I actually like either hurt his tendon or his kneecap, something. But after that, I did a real good low kick, just right on the side of the knee, and then he took a step and he just collapsed and he just immediately put his hands up, and I went for him, but I stopped. Like I gave him mercy. Wasn't gonna hit him, man, when he was down. So
did you learn that kick from Ryu?
What was that?
Did you learn that kick from Ryu?
Exactly. No, yes, 100%. Right away. So
fuck yeah.
The Dukins, everything, dude. So that low kick was
dude, You kick ass, bro. That's fucking badass. So what's that? That's you're up to what's 3 belts? 2
That's
belts?
the second one.
No, that was my second belt. So my third belt actually was probably like the most the coolest belt in my opinion, because that one I was in for San Francisco. It was like a Bay Area expo. So for the Bay Area San Francisco like sports expo, they do a thing every year. So they had an MMA event, and then I fought for their belt for 155, I believe. Yeah, that was a lightweight belt. And then that fight was actually a very challenging one, because that was the first fight where I couldn't really train because of my work schedule, because I do construction. So that time I was actually working out, I think, in Napa Valley. So I was up north, like nowhere near my gym. So like the whole time for that belt, I really just had to run around our like motel like complex that we're at, just kind of shadow box. Unfortunately, my coworkers are like sometimes kind of lame. They won't really want to help me. Right? They're like, nah, bro, I don't want to do that shit. Like, I'm not gonna hold pads or go work out with you. So I kind of really had to like independently. Yeah, they're not fighters, and I understand. Like, you guys are tired. We're all working. Like, you don't want to put the extra effort in. Like, I understand.
Bro, I got you, bro. I got you. I used to work construction. Here's how you can get a training partner out of any fucking coworker. You go up to the nearest man with a Milwaukee drill, take his battery, put it in your pocket. Fight's on, bro. Fight is on, bro. Tell him, get this battery back if you can, pimp.
If you can. But yeah.
Shit, so you collected the fucking Bay Area belt. You became the Bay Area Butcher.
So
and then for your fourth one.
Like I said.
Well, hold on. I want to know how that fight went, because you said.
Oh, my bad.
So that was probably my first one where I had to like dig deep, because he was also like a 2-time champ. He had just won the 51, his like 145, 155 or 5150 belt. So that same night that I won my second belt, he had also won his like second or third belt as well. So he was already a very good fighter as well. And he had a really good boxing. Like I said, so that one was hard because I didn't really have like those 3 or 4 weeks of sparring and doing my normal training. And I don't know, most fighters can say it's not the same doing the shadow boxing and doing like, you need that sparring, you need those mitts, you need that partner training to push you and to like be able to be as crisp and fast. And I can still feel like, I feel like every fighter can tell you, dude, there's no cardio that you can do that mimics fighting or mimics wrestling, mimics boxing. Like, running's not going to do it. No amount of like stair stepping, no amount of anything else is going to get you that fight cardio besides fighting. So that one, I really felt it, and he was really good. So that one, I really did have to. Yep, cardio is key, 100%. Like that, everything. Cardio is key. So like yeah, you have to mimic fighting. There's no other cardio besides sparring, getting in there, wrestling. Like, you got to go in there and grapple, go in there and box. Like I said, that fight, I had to really dig deep. Like I said, that cardio wasn't there, even though as much as I ran every day, running 3-4 miles, it doesn't matter. Like, but I ended up that fight. And the first time I got drop slipped. He was able to catch me when I came in, and I threw a kick at the same time, and he kind of caught me. So it was more of a drop slip. And it was kind of like a wake-up call, like, damn, okay, bro, like, that cardio really did get you this time. Like, he's catching you coming in. You got to think more, like, and I feel like I won that round. Like, I feel like I won every round. I edged it out barely, just really because of my wrestling. Like I said, I had to be able to rely on that fight. And then I was able to win by decision, like, unanimously. So let me take a drink of water and just real cotton mouth.
Oh, you good, bro?
But, like I said, I was able to win by unanimous decision. But like I said, that was that first fight. I really felt like it really challenged me and pushed me. Like, I felt like the only reason I won that because I just really like outdogged him. Like, you get me? Like every time it came to those battles of like who was going to get the takedown or who was going to get the more dominant position, I just felt like I outdogged him, and that was really it. And I felt like that was really the main thing, because my cardio, to be honest, was not there that fight. And but I was able to pull it through, get on top, do my ground and pound, do what I know, and rely on my basics. And I feel like that's what's good about like training whatever base you do so many times, even when your cardio is low and you're in that survival mode, like you can rely on those key techniques and that training to just push you through even in those like those hard moments. So like,
that's that muscle memory.
Rely on my wrestling.
that's that muscle memory, man. When you get into fucking fight or flight mode, you want to be able to rely on the techniques you've been practicing fucking 10, 20,000 times. You know, eventually you know how it is, bro. When you're tired, you fucking hit that wall, but you still got somebody trying to kill you in front of you. You hit like this second wind. It's a crazy, weird mix of a second wind, adrenaline rush. And then after your fight, bro, win, lose, or draw, or fucking explosion, whatever the fuck happened. After that fight, bro, I'm not moving for days, bro. You put me in my room, give me a beer, I'm fucking chilling, man. Because those fucking fights are exhausting, bro. But whether it's boxing, MMA, Muay Thai, bruh. I was sparring with No Love one time. This motherfucker kicked me in my leg. I checked it and I got hurt. Like, man, hold on. Fucking wait a second. No Love, chill the fuck out. But this fucking fighting game, bro, it's so different, bro. When you're in this mentality of like having fun and sparring and everything fucking hurts. But you're in that fucking fight mode. You're like, I'll fucking kill you. Take my tooth. I don't give a shit. You know, it's like totally different mindsets, bro.
Yeah.
It's wild to step into that and to have access to that. Like, you have your fucking derp, chill out brain, stoner brain, and then you got your fucking Achilles, Socrates, fucking warrior brain, and they just exist in tandem. It's crazy.
And you know, to your point, it's crazy because if you think about every fight that you've been in competitively, right?
But
at what point are you ever at 100% health? Like, I feel like every single fight I've gone into, there's something wrong. There's something damaged. There's something aching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we just push through.
Yeah.
You know, in the moment, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll deal with the pain later.
Yep.
Exactly.
So the fourth belt.
Oh yeah. Oh, but to finish my third one, what made it really cool is that expo. At the end of that belt, the main like star of the expo was Ronnie Coleman. So I was actually able to go meet Ronnie Coleman and actually like walk up to him. I kind of just stopped him on the spot. I just called him out. I was like, "Yo," I was like, "Ronnie Coleman, the one and the only, like Mr. Olympia, dude, please sign my belt." And he did. Like, so like I actually got I got like Ronnie Coleman, Mr. O 8-time on my belt. So like that's what like that belt's more special to me. Like I was able to go to the Bay. I'm from the Valley, go out there to the Bay, get the belt. Then like have Ronnie Coleman sign it. Like one of my like heroes going up. Like everybody watches like Pumping Iron, Generation Iron. Like watching Ronnie Coleman, I was like, yo, this is awesome. This one like one of the legends still. So that's what made that one.
That's fucking great.
But,
that's awesome, bro. I love that era of bodybuilders, man. I'm named after Dorian Yates and Lee Haney. My dad was a powerlifter way back in the day. So my name is Dorian Lee. I'm named after Dorian Yates and Lee Haney. It's fucking crazy to go into the gym and then look on the wall and see their fucking murals. I'm like, damn, I'm supposed to live up to that. That's crazy as fuck.
But before I continue, let me put my phone on the charger. That way I can continue talking to you guys really fast.
10-4. Hey, actually, I got to dip out real soon, you guys. So I'm going to fucking go ahead and take off here. Showman, it's been a pleasure to talk to you, bro. Hopefully I'll see you at an event here real soon. Somké, it's always a pleasure, brother. Love you guys. MMA Underground, thank you for having me. StreetBeefs West Coast, let's fucking get it. Let's go.
Yeah, I think I can make it through at least this one more story. I don't know how much longer if you want to go. If not, I can continue.
Oh yeah. I mean, however much time you have, brother. We got time. You know.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Here, let me just throw the charger on real fast so we can continue talking. Give me a second.
Sounds good. Great episode. Showman will be right back. How y'all doing out there? Sounds good. And we're back. Nice little sparring footage. You were saying, Showman.
Okay, yeah. So my fourth belt actually was my highlight video. So that was my fourth belt, which I believe was March of last year sometime. So that one actually was the first time, not the first time, but one of the first times I faced a jiu-jitsu guy where I actually was like scared of his technique. Like, okay, this is someone I have to take seriously, and I don't know if my wrestling alone is going to be able to outdo him, because he was already a much younger fighter. Like I'm an unk. Like I'm 29, so like he's
all
already
right. You almost there with the 30 gang. You almost there with us.
there. Yep, this year. But he was like 22, and he was a blue or a purple belt. Yeah, I believe a purple belt. And I've seen some of his footage. He had a lot of grappling matches already. He was really good. Like at Kimura, his nickname was the Kimura Kid. Like he was really good. So like I had to really be cautious. So that one I had to really approach it more of like, all right, so if I'm not gonna grapple him, I'm gonna have to make him strike me, and that's it. And that was a good thing. And just like and Dorian was saying, like he expected me to be a wrestler that fight. So when I came out there and I made him strike me, I could tell that threw his entire game off. It made him almost like clueless of what to do. Like he was not prepared to sit there and like kick with me, strike with me, anything. And one more thing to add to that was my first fight where he actually the opponent requested shin pads. So every fight before that, like title fight, I'd always fought like normal without the shin pads, and that was to me a dead giveaway. Like, okay, you don't like getting kicked at all. Like, okay, so I'm going to kick the shit out of you. Like, you should have just not wore the shin pads. Like, I would have maybe tried to box you or do something else. But as soon as you let me know you didn't like being kicked, I kicked the crap out of him. So that fourth one, like I said, I was able to really use that to my advantage and really make him fight at my own pace. But I also made me realize how much I need to improve still my striking, even though I can control it and I can control another grappler. Like I want to be able to outstrike the strikers as well. You get me? Right. So that fourth one really like made me like think more like, okay, you got to still improve your game, even though you're able to get this guy. He's still young. Like doesn't have as many fights as you. Like, so you can't just be overconfident in this win. You got to like still stay humble and keep going. Like, you get me? Like, so the fight after that actually as well last year, I fought for the California state title as well for amateurs for camo.
Okay.
So I ended up losing that one by split decision, or no, by a unanimous decision. That one was a very close one. But that guy was a very good striker, and again, I lost a striking match and didn't have the cardio that was there to overdo my wrestling and keep up. And it also showed me too some of those fights where I felt I even felt safe in that title fight too. Like I felt like I did enough, to be honest with you, to win the state title last year. But it showed me as well, like, okay, you also can't leave it in the hands of the judges. You get me? So like, even though you feel like you were safe and the takedowns you got at the end of rounds was doing enough points, and these little rabbit punches or whatever you think is gonna get you the win doesn't always mean you're safe. So
you're referring to the camo fight?
Yeah, so the camo fight where I lost the state title last year. So like I said, where I thought I was safe and I did enough, and even one of my coaches as well thought, he was like, man, I thought you did enough, and even got enough for some of the people. But like, yeah, even though some people and I think I did enough, that's not the judges, and you can't leave it in the hands of the judges, right? And we've all heard that from Dana White and from countless other coaches throughout the years. So like, when I lost that last year, that's really was a big like wake up call for me. Like, okay, man, you still got to improve. Like, okay, striking is what you need to do more. Like, this is where you lost. This is where he edged you out. You need to do more, because some judges may like striking, they may not like wrestlers, they don't like the grappling, and I feel like that's sort of a pattern nowadays in MMA, like because of all the over wrestling in the UFC and other organizations. Judges are starting not to like the grappling as much, and they want to see more of the striking, and they kind of point that or give points to that more. So like I said, that one showed me I need to expand there. So that's where, like I said, where this fight I came out and I wanted to stand up and strike more with Johnny Boy, even though I felt like anytime I wanted to take him down, I took him down. And even though during our fight people haven't seen it yet, there's at times I take him down and I don't hold him down. It's also starting to choose now when do you want to grapple and when do you want to waste that energy to put that into that fight, because we all know how much energy it takes to take someone down and hold them down too as well. That expends a lot of energy. So with these next upcoming street beef events that I am going to do and I want to do coming up in this future, I want to prove, like I said, one, that I'm more of a grappler, and like two, I could use my grappling to my advantage with my striking as well. I don't need to just take you down and hold you. Like sometimes I can take you down, slam you, and just show you that I can do it and tie you down a little bit. Like try to do more of like the Marab method, like where like Marab just takes people down, slams them, lets them back up, hits them again, slams them, lets them back up, does it again. And like I said, even though that doesn't take so much energy out, I feel like it takes a big like blow to morale and like the mental energy in the fight.
Absolutely.
So that's where I want to go from here. I want to, like I said, show more of my striking and just kind of use my grappling just to advance my striking more.
Yeah, man. That's an awesome thing, man. Because I mean, from what I'm hearing, you're remaining a student, you know, to the fight game, you know, and I mean, essentially, that's what we all are. You know what I'm saying? And we all got to work on, you know, what we have to work on. We all have to continue to progress and grow and find those holes in our own game and fix them. You know, so
Absolutely.
it's a wonderful thing, man. Wonderful thing. Anyone catch your eye in the West Coast, StreetBeefs West Coast?
I mean, there's a lot of good fighters. Personally, I haven't really kept up enough, I feel like, with who's current right now for MMA. Obviously, if I see anybody, I think probably Humble Beast, if anybody, for MMA wise. But I know he's heavy,
heavyweight, possibly light heavyweight.
And how much does he weigh?
Yeah, again, it's hard to say because he's been dropping weight every month. So he fights the heavyweight. He's the heavyweight MMA champ, but he could possibly be in the light heavyweight category as well.
Okay. Well, depending on his weight, I know, like I said, I respect his skills, so I would like to challenge myself with that as well. I see him as a really good fighter. So, like I said, currently nobody really around my weight. Like I said, I haven't kept up enough to know who's current. But there's a lot of good strikers, honestly, like throughout the boxing and the dirty boxing and kickboxing, who I would like to fight. But like I said, my game is more MMA, and I'm here to more prove like I'm the MMA person. You get me?
Yeah.
Like that's my thing here. So,
what are your thoughts on the dirty boxing? We have the tournament going on right now. You were at the last event, so I'm sure you saw some of the fights there, correct?
Yes.
So what did you think of that?
Oh, it was awesome. Honestly, it was really cool. Obviously, like you said, the other contender for fight of the day, God's Chosen and Island Strong. I think that was a really good one. They put on a show, man. Like, and shout out to Island Strong, because I know God's Chosen probably outweighed him by like what, 20 pounds at least. Like he was bigger than him. And
15,
Island Strong almost got the finish at one point and was pushing through. Like they had an absolute war, honestly. So that was a good one. Like seeing the elbows thrown, seeing everything. And even to the Shinigami, or not Shinigami, I'm sorry. No disrespect to anybody. But to
TME versus Scorpio.
TME versus Scorpio. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember everybody's name. But TME versus Scorpio, they threw down too, man. Like the elbows thrown, and honestly, both of them showed how much of a chin they have. Like, because both those guys were throwing on each other and going through, and like you said, to go back to your point all the time, cardio is key, because that's really what it was at the end of the day for a lot of these fights. It was the cardio when it showed for the dirty boxing. Like I said, like I think everybody had an awesome fight, but I think, like you said, cardio was key with those fights to who took it home.
Yeah, I agree, man. Especially in the God's Chosen Island Strong fight. I mean, they went round after round, and you know, they had already exerted a lot of output in the first round. So I'm like, there's no way they can keep this up. And
that pace, that was crazy.
they continued the war. It was crazy, man.
Mhm.
Can't wait for it to drop because we got to see that.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, people are gonna love that one.
What up, Cimarron? Yeah, man, for sure, for sure. But yeah, man, that dirty boxing is something awesome, man. I mean, damn near Muay Thai without kicks. You know what I'm saying? So it's filled with action with those tiny gloves. You know, the elbows. Oh man, can't wait for the next one.
Oh yeah.
Any other fights stand out to you that day besides that fight in your own?
The Baby Broly fight. Baby Broly, I forgot who he fought, but those dudes put a fight on. 'Cause I feel like that's another fight of the day contender. Because Baby Broly, shout out to his name, he went Super Saiyan
Yeah,
at one point in the fight. Like I was looking over, I was like, man, these big boys are moving. Like that's some speed
yeah,
right there for being that big. Like that was an amazing fight.
yeah. That was a rematch.
Really?
They had a rematch, and similar to one of your fights that you had mentioned earlier, I
Mm.
think Broly made it definitive in that rematch. The first one was pretty close, neck and neck. This one right here, Broly, he didn't play. You know what I'm saying? And
Like I said, he lived up to his name.
yeah, yeah. But Kong ain't nobody to play with either because he's got
Oh no.
knockout power. We've seen it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait for that one to drop too.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out
a
to
good
those
one.
guys. Shout out to those guys, man. It was a great event altogether. I'm very excited for these fights to come out. People to see the new battles, the new wars, and then the next event is right around the corner. So with that, when do you think we'll see you back in the ring?
Hopefully, this event, if they can match me up with somebody, I don't think I'm matched up right now with anybody. If I can, hopefully find somebody who's gonna go that might be a fight, I'll go. But if not, it's kind of hard. Like I said, I live all the way out in California, so I gotta drive out there 8 hours. So hopefully, I gotta make sure I can kind of fight somebody. You get me? So
Right, absolutely.
to make it worth it. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm signed up for the next one. So hopefully they can pair me with somebody, and I'll be out there. Like I said, I want to make a name for myself here in the West Coast as well for Street Beefs. You get me before I go pro next year. So that's a goal for me.
Yeah, man. I think you should be in the runnings for the belt, man.
Oh
You
shoot!
know,
What was that chat?
you know. Yeah, Relentless hasn't fought with he hasn't fought with us in years. We already talked about that, Jose. That would be a great fight, but where is Relentless? Um, but yeah, man. I mean, I think you should definitely be in the runnings for a belt. I would love to see you go up against top competition, and then you mentioned earlier, testing yourself against the heavyweight champ, Humble Beast. I think that's crazy, but I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it. I think it would be competitive, and I think you're up for the challenge, really. So hopefully the powers that be, they make it happen and give the people what they want.
Yes, sir. Said I'm down for whatever. Even that means going over to the East Coast and fighting those dudes too, because I know they've been talking about doing like a West Coast invasion too. So I'm down for that too. If I can go fight someone over there. So because I know they got people like Winged Sea and Samoan Beast. I'll go fight those dudes. You get me?
So Wing C's pro now, so I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I saw him, I saw him at an event. I don't know if he's doing like little exhibition special matches or if he's actually competing still with us because he is professional now.
Mhm.
Uh, but I mean, that would be a great fight. I'd like to see you and Mike. Mike was their double champ who came over and fought last year. Or was it last year? Might have been the year before. A group of OG fighters came to the West Coast, and Mike came. Uh, I think you guys would make a great matchup. But yeah, there's plenty of fighters out there. Scarface has already mentioned, us coming out sometime this year, so that would be great if you could make you know, making the trip whenever that's coordinated and set up. Yeah, for sure. I think you'd be one of them ones.
I'm down, man.
Yeah. Well, look, man, it's been a phenomenal show. I can't keep you here all night. You know what I'm saying? So if you could, any shout outs, any plugins, you know, now would be the time. Anywhere you want the people to meet you, see you, go ahead and let them know.
No, I don't really got any real shout outs. I guess shout out to my wife for supporting me through all my crazy endeavors through all this shit of doing construction and fighting people on the weekends all the way out in the desert. So shout out to her. Obviously, shout out to Oakdale MMA where I train, to 209 Modesto. Anybody from the 209 from Street Beefs, like in the areas around, you guys want to train, I'm always in Oakdale MMA. So give me a shout out, add me on Instagram, Moses Gomez 209. Send me a message, come out and train, bro. Like, let's get it. Everybody's iron sharpens iron.
All righty, brother. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, man, and you have a great night.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for your time. Have a good one.
So, man, another great episode. Phenomenal guest. Once again, thank you, Showman, for your time. Shout out to my guest co-host, DTP, Disturbing the Peace. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for your time. Shout out to Jay, always killing it in the background every week. We do this. Thank you, bro. Shout out to the OG Yard, the West Coast, the Dirty South. We do this for y'all. Everybody in the comments section, everybody live, everybody on replay. We appreciate you. We do this for y'all. Shout out to Overtime Hustling Magazine. Shout out to Heart in the Fight. And shout out to you. Thank you. You hit that like button. You hit that share button. You hit that subscribe button. I got to thank you for that. That's it for me. Same time, same place next week. In Jay's famous words, one world, one love, deuces.